Hi, my name is Jörn Meyer. I'm the Technical Trainer International here at the company Meyle. Today we will perform a oil change at the automatic gearbox. This particular gearbox is a ZF6HP19 gearbox. What you see here is the oil change kit we offer, consisting of the oil pan with new magnets, new filter element, new gaskets, as well as the socket. For those of you who haven't done the job yet, there is a instruction manual as well as new bolts. What we also do today is, during the oil change, we will change a special gasket which sits between valve body and gearbox housing. Why this is so important, I will tell you while we do the oil change. Now where we have taken off this rear exhaust holder, this heat shield, and obviously the under tray, we are able to reach all the bolts. But first of all, we have to remove the drain plug to release the oil now. So now we undo the drain plug, therefore you need a 10mm Allen key. Insert it, and you see this. It's absolutely normal, this sound. Don't worry about it. So in a minute we have to check if the oil smells burnt. Definitely an indicator if in the gearbox there's something wrong. But you can see already by the color, the oil looks fine, and I can't recognize any burnt smell, which is very good. Undo the socket. You can do this with a screwdriver, like this. Take the socket off. And then release the retainer and pull it down like this. And then you are able to take out the plug. Now we can take this socket housing out. We can just slide it out to the back. Now that we have removed everything, we suggest that you replace the valve body gasket. The gasket is prone to failure and this can lead to transmission issues. Click the link to check out our video on how to do so. We just undo the wire as well as the socket. This small tab must be installed facing downward, just past the 6 o'clock position. While you're pushing it in, try to turn it and it will get into the right direction. There we go. Just now put it in, there we go, and lock the sleeve with it. And then now I just put the socket on and lock it. There, you will hear this audible clip noise. Now we just reinstall the wiring. Yes, it's quite good to do it from this side because you'll see it properly. There we go. Now we put on the oil pan already. As mentioned, with the lowest torque setting of the driver drill. Now we do the torquing of the bolts. Therefore, set your torque wrench to 10 Newton meters and do in a cross pattern the whole tightening process. Sometimes the filling plug is next to the drain plug. Take it out and fill in oil until it's dripping out. So now we see it starts to drip down. We stop now the initial filling sequence and start the engine. After the engine is running, fill for a second time until the oil starts to spill over. Shift the gears into R and hold it there for at least 10 seconds. Go after that then to N and hold it there for at least 10 seconds. And then you go to D, another 10 seconds. And go back to park. After you have gone through the gears, please raise and hold the idle speed at 2000 RPM for around 30 seconds. Okay, now what I do is I will choose the actual values. I'll choose the engine speed and the gearbox temperature. We have to be between 30 and 35 degrees. And we are right now in the specs. Take the car for a test drive and bring the gearbox oil temperature to at least 75 degrees. Once the gearbox oil temperature has reached 75 degrees centigrade, we have to fill for a third time until the oil starts to flow out. Now, after we have tightened the filling plug with 35 Newton meters, we can now start to put everything together, make a final check if there's no oil leaks, etc. And then we are ready to go. The last step now is to do a test drive. For information on how to do it the gasket, please click on the video link.